Why is this book important to society today?
Well, the world's in the midst of a significant change globally. And everywhere you go, you look, the old model, even though people don't want to talk about it, is in the midst of a significant collapse. And if we continue to try to use the old approaches for today's challenges, it's going to continue to fall apart. And this book provides some examples, some models, and even some tools for how we can create a more humane world.
I think it provides a vision, a potential vision, and I really think that we need people to be putting out potential visions that we can all think about and consider and understand whether they might be useful to us in part or in whole. So I think it's a rich, viable vision that's based on a lot of experience.
It's the next American Revolution, so it's really talking about the necessary change that has to take place in our own selves, so our own self-change and how we think about ourselves, our communities, our world, what we're aspiring to, and how that affects how we use our time and energy and resources, whether it's cooperatives, whether it's mentoring the young people in our communities. There are all kinds of ways that we can better spend our time that aren't about material gain.
What action has this book influenced you to take?
Well, I guess I'm taking it already. Just coming here, participating more with KI. For me, it's about being a collective. It's about being a community. It's about, living life on life, the messy work of things, and really changing who I am, because I've been in isolation for such a long time as I grew up. That's really what I took away from the whole discussion, is that's the way to do it. That's the way to build those big popular movements. It doesn't start from the top down. It starts from us being in community with one another and sharing our thoughts and ideas.
I think it's definitely, her lifetime of work is just inspirational to stick to the road. Just stay the road and keep working on what you believe in is the most important thing that you need to be doing as a human on this planet.
What are 3 things that really impacted you by reading this book?
I thought it was really good at discussing a different approach to large social change rather than mass movements, that large social change could come out of a lot of smaller groups. This could be happening in all kinds of places and spaces, and it didn't necessarily have to be a large mass movement. I'm somewhat skeptical about all of that, but I thought it did a good job. She did a good job of talking about that and advocating for it.
To the experience of Grace's life, going from philosopher to studying and being a part of Marxism, to being a part of Black Power, to being part of community building in Detroit, and just looking at how those different, whether it's periods of time as well as her own experiences, influenced her thought.
The third impact actually was the book led me to another author that was referenced, and it was Margaret Wheatley, who has written several books I had not heard of before, and this particular one is called Leadership in the New Science. And that was a really impactful book also that I learned about from reading this book. And the skinny about this other text is it argues that the world is not Newtonian, but more quantum, and that, again, relationships and our entanglement with each other has a lot of impact on our decision-making processes. And that book then led me to take a closer look at tools we can use at KEPR, which is an organization about youth leadership development, to assist in creating and developing new leaders, new types of leaders for the next American Revolution.